Hey everyone, welcome back to Mirra Freestyle BMX Maximum Remix. I'm Insetic, and with me again is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And today we're heading to the last set of challenge levels. We're heading back to the Acclaim Max Games to do the last hardcore challenges.
Oh boy!
And get golds across the board.
Oh man.
Up.
Across your board, or in this case, bike.
Oh.
Comedy.
And just real quick, I just want to mention, after recording the previous two videos, I was editing them back and, to release them back, and I was like, oh my god, why am I using so much? It was kind of, I couldn't get out of my head once I realized that, so I'm going to try to do a little bit better at not, having half my sentences be filler text. So hopefully it's not too stilted.
At least you didn't say lorem ipsum dolor sit-amet.
That is what I'm going. That is what I'm going for with this. So we're starting off at the Westward Cliffs, the dirt level in the set. And I gotta say, this level, the challenges are pretty decent. They don't make you do anything too crazy. They don't make you try to walk a tightrope.
Yeah, precision writing in a game. I think we always joke about it, but the only game that was you clearly leaped over it.
Yeah, but you can see that it's possible.
Yeah.
Nothing in here that I'm bashing my face against for 5 minutes.
But we joke about the whole precision driving or whatever, but it's really just hill bike boredom. I can't think of another game off the top of my head that doesn't have a balance system at all, but still requires you to do precision driving, precision riding.
Yeah, I was just using.
I know, that. But I mean, I joke about it too, and it's just it was such a bad idea in hill bike boredom, and nobody else thought they should do it, and they did.
I mean, I could see where they were coming from. You see those events that are basically endurance challenges where you do need to ride over really rough terrain, balancing acts, basically.
Endurance challenges never really made sense to me in video games. Because, wait, is that how you spell consecutive? Is there an extra E in there?
That's a Q.
Yeah, that's
consecutive.
Yeah, something looked weird about that.
I didn't notice that.
Weird.
But
what I was gonna say was the endurance challenges never really made sense to me in video games, because it's if you really enjoy it. I
actually got something to bring up coming up. So when I recorded the footage the first time, I tried to do the jump 100 feet challenge all wrong.
Oh.
So this was from the second playthrough I was doing to see if I unlocked anything extra. And so this jump down here at the end, either hit that with a lot of speed, or the top of this thing is another bouncy pad.
Oh, and counts.
That's how you get 100 feet.
Okay.
I spent a few minutes... Oh, here, you can see how I finally did it, but I spent a few minutes basically just going back and forth, kind of jumping off anything and everything.
Oh.
Because that's how I remembered getting it from my stream.
Just kind of jumping around.
Just kind of jumping
at the speed
around.
Of sound.
I didn't really know how to actually do it. But that's how you do. So, the Westward Cliffs, nothing too terrible. I was getting tossed around by the scenery, but if you can get up into the ravine and do the 2 tail whips going down it, no problem, then everything's pretty easy.
Any advice if they're having trouble doing that? I mean...
Talk to me about what challenge it is, and
I guess
maybe I can post some advice back to you.
Yeah.
So then we go on to Pier 10, and in my stream, my initial playthrough, I was sort of stuck on this level, on the hardcore challenges for a while. Really, the only reason I picked B control scheme was to see how a specific challenge in this level played out with that. So again, a lot of the suffering I was doing in that dirt level was because of the B scheme. Whatever. That grind across the banner challenge is all wonky. I didn't make it easier on myself. I just re-verified how wonky it is, because you need a lot of speed to get over onto the railing you're supposed to grind. But in any in any competently done challenge, the thing you need to grind would be on one good path, or if you needed to jump from rail to rail, it would be obvious where you were supposed to go.
Right.
Not on this one. You're gonna see, once I get over to the things I need to grind, none of them line up in a way that's honestly baffling.
It seems like that thing is placed there, kind of out of interest of like what it'll look like, rather than the line you're supposed to take. What? Whoa! What?
So yeah, the grind line, the banner, does not connect to
the next
things you need to grind in. I'm sorry, I'm just saying things, because what do you call these?
Majiggers.
I mean, again, this wasn't designed to be a challenge level.
Yeah.
These were added in. And I remember on my initial playthrough in an emulator that wasn't this one, I didn't go through the wall. This was new. This was something that caught me completely off guard.
Right.
I hit that and I went, oh.
Like the first time you played it was like you just bonked on the wall then.
Yeah. But again, even in that playthrough, it wasn't one solid grind line, and I had to cheese it like how I'll end up having to cheese this. But before we get back to that, I believe I'm gonna do some work on another challenge. Yeah. So there's another one that is do a, if it would show up, half cab triple truck driver on the sandpit roll-in. And the truck driver isn't a trick that's immediately obvious. You might think, oh, the trick list says there's a bus driver trick.
Yeah.
Does truck driver have something to do with that? The game won't tell you what a truck driver is. And if you go online and search Dave Mirra Maximum Remix truck driver, there's a ton of forum posts of people saying, help, I can't do this challenge.
What the fuck is this? Yeah.
Well, it turns out a truck driver is a 360 bar spin.
What?
And it's just one of those special tricks where you do a 360 bar spin and the game will call it a truck or a bus driver.
Or a truck driver.
Fuck, I'm getting confused. So...
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yeah, triple bar spin 360, but ride in and start it backwards. That's what the challenge should be.
Triple bar spin 360.
It's kind of like in BMX Triple X when you have to go knock over the fruit booter. And it turns out that's just some outdated slang for a kid with roller skates.
Yeah.
Like, do not use slang in these kinds of games because...
It dates them instantly, and it doesn't just date them. It actually hampers gameplay.
You will have an audience that does not know that a truck driver is a 360 bar spin.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a bus driver trick that is listed in the trick list.
Yeah.
I mean, backflip 180 being a flare, people are going to do that on their own. People might not, and I'm sure I've done a truck driver in this playthrough, but it's a little more unlikely that, you know, you'll do that specific trick and pick up on, oh, that's got a new name. Minor form of complaint, but hey, I suffered through it so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Just go do that challenge first try. Unlike this one, which...
Yeah.
Now that we're back to it. So, yeah, the jump onto the thing, the jump onto the banner, requires you to be, you know, is tough. But then, yeah, so the grinds just do not line up. You are going to have to get lucky with this challenge.
So do you jump from one to the other, or...?
I don't know. They're at such a weird angle, you know, because it's curving away from you down the wall.
I mean, it's a really cool idea for a trick.
Yeah.
It just seems like... I mean, I don't know, like, the level wasn't designed for it, but weren't they allowed to, like, tweak the level design a little? Like,
I'm
to
sure
make it a little bit more forgiving?
I'm sure that they weren't handed down from the president of Z-Axis direct challenges to put in the game. I'm sure some things
John Z-Axis.
Yeah, John Z-Axis. I'm sure some things were left to their best judgment.
Yeah.
And maybe on console, this works perfectly.
And also, I gotta say, it looks like you don't have to actually grind it all in one go. But that seems like the best way to get this other part. Yeah. So it's each section.
Yeah.
So that's
And
not horrible.
once I finally... I mean, it's going to require some trickiness of, like, jumping at the right time to almost land on the object.
Yeah.
To ride and jump and grind the other part. But I knew what to do when this happened, because this was how I had to do it in my first playthrough.
Get a bunch of speed and then just
Get
go
a
up
bunch of
here.
speed and jump up and grind the last section.
Yeah, like they want you to do it all in one sweet line, but
Doesn't line up.
it's easier to just go do each section separately.
Yeah.
Smash.
So, after the first level was
Bang.
pretty good, this level had a kind of confusing moment and then just a tough, annoying moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is the sound really delayed for you?
I have it muted.
Like, I'm not stopping the video, but I swear the sound effects were happening like a second after.
Probably a
But-
YouTube thing.
The video's still going. So yeah, now we're on to Shiloh Dunes, the last challenge level.
Shiloh Buff.
Dang, got him.
That's the real name.
Sounds
of this level.
behind for me for like a second. I'm just
Weird.
gonna try and not let it get in the way. But these are pretty all right. Transfer a gap, do a sick ass trick, and then do some other cool
Boom, boom,
stuff.
boom, 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 boom.
Wabang, shablam.
Shaboing.
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
I remember when I was doing the stream and I got to this level, people were pointing out this 1080x up challenge. Like, oh, this challenge is so impossible. I can't do it. And but I hit it just fine.
This
I
time
mean-
too?
Do the wrong trick the first time, but
I mean, that was a pretty good one.
yeah, but I mean, you could see what you have to do. Like, if you're holding the spin button before you go off the ramp, you'll start spinning like immediately instead of, you know,
Later.
go off the jump, hit it, and wait a teeny bit. And you do need to do that to do a 1080, but if you've got
it, yeah.
the secret bike, if you've even got the second best bike, which I believe you'd have by this point, because you have to get through all the competition levels.
Yeah.
Again, by this point, you have some of the best gear. I mean, you're on these levels, and then you go do that winter resort competition level, and there you'd get the last bike. So
Yeah.
you pretty much have what you need to do these challenges. Like I said, in my initial stream playthrough, I was able to hit the hardcore challenges starting halfway through Greenville.
Oh.
I just had to go back to the hometown, and obviously along the way some are more frustrating. I'm not saying this one is, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty simple. I mean, you can start manualing before you even hit the thing, so...
Oh.
It's just manual 50 feet on wood. So yeah, sort of anticlimactically, but I guess not really.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, we've done all the hardcore challenges.
Yeah. That was a little anticlimactic, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm curious about all these secret modes that you've unlocked.
like kind of cheat codes.
Yeah, like I saw sticky crash something, and then like night vision goggles you just unlocked.
Yeah.
Like in the secret video gallery.
Yeah, so they realized, because in the original Dave Mirra, I believe, you get a new mode for each character you fully 100%. But I think they realized that this game is so much longer
That would be kind of a pain.
it makes more sense to give you a bunch of those after one playthrough. But, so, we got all the hardcore challenges, and that strange fourth level that's always been locked to us opens up.
Yes.
That's right, we've got one more competition to do.
And it's gonna be
The warehouse dirt, which is really more of like a farm, but
yeah.
yeah. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when we really finish the Maximum Remix out.